bus there. So this is going to be going on YouTube. I just wanted to say some things. It is December 14th or 15th, something like that. The solstice is coming up. The 21st is coming up. And it's going to be a special time. It's going to be a great time to reset ourselves spiritually, emotionally, physically, mentally. The planets are going to be aligned. Saturn and Jupiter conjunction, I believe. Something that happens every 20 years, I believe, from what I've read. I'm excited for it. 2020 has been quite the year. A lot of craziness, a lot of tyrannical governmental power trippers, and I've learned a lot. I learned a lot about the Constitution and civil liberties, and I've also been learning about law. And it's important to not be ignorant of the law, to learn it, to learn about the law of the land and the Constitution and things like that. It's very important. That's one of those things that's constantly pushed for some reason in our society. It seems like our society, if it had its own intention, say, just, suspend your critical thinking for a moment and just imagine that society was its own entity and it had an intention. Well, what's society's intention? Well, to me, it would seem society's intention is to create cogs in it for its machine, which what I mean by that is to create humans that will do the work for the society. Things like people becoming minions of the government officials, things like this. I like to call them minions. There's a channel on YouTube called Quantum of Conscience, and the guy Matt, he calls them minions. I got some of these ideas from him. It's very smart. Also, check out Crow 777 Radio. These are what I listen to. Truth Stream Media is another good one on YouTube, filled with wealth of knowledge. Also, Amagansett Press, they're First Amendment auditors. Like I said, the Constitution is really important. So I learned about that. I learned about the law of the land. I learned about the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments. And then I learned about how Lincoln and the 14th Amendment, which is the one that freed the slaves, but more or less, it got rid of private slavery and enacted, in essence, public slavery. So all the citizens of the government became slaves of the government. But the thing is, at some point, I'm still putting pieces together, but I know this. When you step into a courtroom, okay, you're in the public realm. And there's two realms, public and private. And those are jurisdictions, and you can't cross jurisdictions. So when they bring you into court, their law they're following, they're going by, it's biblical law. It's maritime admiralty law. This might be lost on some of you, but I was in the military for a while, and they actually sat us all down and explained that now that we're in the military, we are under a different jurisdiction of law that we need to follow. It was no longer the Constitution and the law of the land. It was the Uniform Code of Military Justice, which is based on maritime admiralty law. I mean, you can look these things up. So most courts are Nisi Prius or Nisi Prius courts, which are Article 1 courts. They deal in commerce, which is the law of the sea. Well, if you go in as a living man and you are invoking the laws of the land, which is the Constitution, those are two different jurisdictions. So there's ways to, beat them at their own game. And I've been learning this. So this gave me interest in things like studying law. So that's what I'm going to do. Law and I think psychology or something. And, you know, that way I'll have some kind of piece of paper showing I have document that I can learn things and regurgitate them. Because once you have a document, people will actually take what you say seriously. So instead of me being, oh, yeah, James, he's crazy, he's on acid, they'll be like, oh, maybe he knows something. He went to college, and, you know, he's smart. He went to college. You don't need to go to college to be smart. I sat here and educated myself, and within 3-4 months, I pretty much know, I have a wealth of knowledge. And I've also been able to discern that and to process all the bullshit, because you know as well as I do, the internet's filled with fucking junk and misinformation, if you will, or fake news, whatever. And then don't get me started with mainstream media. Oh my God, I haven't watched the news or television in probably 6 months. That's one of the reasons why my brain's functioning now on a higher level, I feel, because I'm not turning on, tuning out, and just becoming a receiver for these delta waves. And then your brain gets on the same delta waves as the television broadcast frequency. That's why you get programmed, because it's a program. So I stopped watching TV. I stopped getting programmed. What I did was program myself, self-knowledge, and I'm using techniques that were used in ancient, so-called ancient times. I don't know. There's another thing about history. I don't agree our history is correct. The years, I think, are all jacked up, thanks to the Vatican and all this. I believe somewhere around 1620, something happened. I don't know, half of our history is a lie agreed upon, period. So anyways, I just want to get some of these ideas out. Also, I was looking for anyone interested in talking about any of these ideas in a podcast format. I'm really interested in doing that. Leave a comment, reach out, share this video. I don't have many subscribers or whatever. I'm going to put this on YouTube and then post it to my Facebook, which I don't even use. I just post shit. I just post mostly quantum consciousness or Crow 777 stuff, or High Impact TV, or any of these truth channels that actually might possibly light a brush fire of freedom in the minds of men. So stay vigilant, take some vitamin D, get some sunshine if you can. Don't do drugs. Don't go to school. Don't get vaccinated. Don't smoke cigarettes. Peace out. Love your neighbor. Honor your creator.